Sergeant Marcial Calderon is a happy camper. He loves to tell jokes and enjoys life. While on duty in the town of Carepa, 186 miles northwest of Medellin, a gas explosion almost took Calderon's life. He lost both eyes and suffered severe burns throughout his body. At Mayo Clinic, he received medical care and underwent multiple reconstructive surgeries. During the 2 years that he lived in Rochester, he learned to read using Braille for the visually impaired and attended English and computer lessons. Calderon studies law at the university in Bogotá, and in his spare time teaches English to visually impaired children. Sergeant Calderon is very active in sports. He runs the annual Bogotá Marathon with the help of a guide. He looks back at the years in the Army with pride and gratitude. Corporal Sixto Perez works as a supervisor of student academic performance at the School of Communications in the Colombian Army Education Center. In the evenings, he studies engineering and communications technology. In 2010, during a military mission close to the Venezuelan border, Perez was seriously injured by a landmine. He lost both legs, 3 fingers on his left hand, and suffered multiple wounds. At Mayo Clinic, he underwent 14 surgeries during his 2-year stay in Rochester. During his recovery time, Corporal Perez studied English and enrolled in computer courses. After fully regaining his health and independence, he returned to Colombia. He is happily married and has a beautiful 2-year-old daughter. His dream was to become a soldier. At the age of 18, Jesus Garzón joined the military school in Bogotá. After graduation, he enlisted in the Army service. While conducting a surveillance mission in the rainforest of Chocó, 125 miles southeast of Medellin, his vehicle was ambushed by FARC guerrillas and Private Garzón was wounded by shotgun shells. He lost one eye and suffered multiple bone fractures of the face, femur, and hand. In 2010, thanks to United for Colombia Medical Assistance Program, Corporal Garzón traveled to Mayo Clinic, where he underwent multiple reconstructive surgeries. He currently studies civil engineering at the Military University in Colombia. He is married and has a 4-year-old son. Garzón practices tennis and swimming. Lina is an accomplished lawyer who works as an attorney for a multinational company in Colombia. Her life story is an example of resilience and hope. It was Christmas Day in 2005 when 13-year-old Lina, with her mother and her siblings, went to visit her father, a police officer, at the local police station in the small town of Salado Blanco, 150 miles southwest of Bogotá. FARC guerrilla forces attacked the small building with grenades, and Lina was severely wounded. She lost her right leg and survived after 6 weeks in a medically induced coma. United for Colombia provided her with a prosthetic leg with a high-performance knee so she could walk again. When Lina Ortiz received her law school diploma at the University of Neiva, she could only think of how fortunate she was for having had a high-quality prosthetic that allowed her to climb the lengthy and steep university campus stairs to go to class. In her spare time, she likes to read history books on World War II, and she swims twice a week to strengthen her lower limb stomach. As a child, Edwin Matiz lived with his parents and siblings in the town of Quipama, 65 miles northeast of Bogotá. One day, when walking from elementary school to his home, he found a metal item which to him looked like a toy. He picked it up and took it to his house. The device exploded, and Edwin suffered severe wounds to his body and lost his left hand. United for Colombia Foundation provided him with a highly functional prosthetic hand, continuous rehabilitation therapies, and counseling support. His ambition of being a professional cyclist became a reality when he joined the Colombian cycling Paralympic team. He participated in various international championships, winning medals and trophies. Last year, he won a bronze medal at Rio's Paralympic Games in Brazil. Today, Edwin is recognized as one of Colombia's most promising national sports figures.
Does the race justice, because really for the first half of that race they were so evenly matched. It was only really in the last kilometre and a half that things blew out in favour of the Colombian, really showing that he has managed to recover and back up well from the qualifying earlier on day 3. And a great performance from the Brazilian.
Média de 50,8 km por hora para Xamã, 51,650.